Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we are diving deep, really deep, into Nanda Boy's third album, Cosmos. And this one's big. It's not just another album release, it feels like. Well, the grand finale of their whole Sky Trilogy.
It absolutely is. Our mission here is basically to understand how Cosmos wraps everything up,
Yeah.
how it shows their evolution as artists. And we've got plenty to work with: detailed album info, track analyses, even comments from the artists themselves.
Right. And for anyone needing a quick refresher, this trilogy has been quite a journey. Emergence, their debut, that felt like the takeoff, yeah.
Exactly. Their first flight, then altitude took them higher, like reaching the stratosphere.
And now Cosmos, we're talking infinite space. It's the final step.
Precisely. The whole core concept is beyond the infinite. It signals that leap, leaving Earth's atmosphere for, well, the boundless universe.
It officially dropped August 2025, so it's the culmination of quite a bit of planning and artistry.
hmm And they've managed to pack a real punch into, 29 minutes across 8 tracks.
Yeah.
It's pretty concise but dense. The sources highlight a real mix of sounds, too. We've got space trap pop, which sounds intriguing. Festival EDM.
Festival EDM, okay. High energy, I'm guessing.
Definitely. Plus orchestral electronic for that big cinematic feel, and even dark R&B.
Dark R&B, interesting. Sounds like a mood shift.
It hints at maybe a more mature side, yeah.
Yeah.
Each genre seems very intentionally chosen to tell this cosmic story.
It really sounds like they're pushing themselves, trying new things, and the narrative arc you mentioned, it starts with big cosmic ideas.
Yeah, like black holes, supernovas. Then it gets into the mystery of dark matter.
Okay.
But the key insight, the thing the sources really stress, is that it all circles back. All that vastness leads to discovering connection and return.
Connection and return, even out there. That's profound, finding something human in the infinite.
Exactly. It's as much an internal journey as an external one. And the visuals really lean into that.
Ah, the visual concept. Also, beyond the infinite. Tell me about that.
Well, the colors evolve. Think deep space black, shifting to nebula purple and then bursting into starlight gold.
Wow.
And the styling matches that. It's this blend of futuristic spacesuits, but with street fashion elements and holographic effects, apparently.
Spacesuits and street fashion. I can almost picture it. It sounds like the whole package is meant to be really immersive.
Definitely. You're meant to see and hear the journey.
Okay, let's get into the tracks then. Let's start this expedition. Track 1 kicks things off how? Track 1, launch sequence. The sources describe it as super intense, like a real countdown. T-minus 10 seconds.
Yeah, right down to ignition. You hear actual NASA voice samples, the roar of rocket engines. It's meant to put you right there.
So it's not just background noise, it's setting the stage.
Oh, absolutely. It's the overture for the whole trilogy's finale. The way the sound builds, the engine noise getting louder, those urgent voices.
Yeah.
It creates real tension. You feel like you're part of this massive critical event. It's auditory priming for the mission ahead.
Okay, launching right into it. And then we hit the lead single, the experimental one.
Track 2, Event Horizon. This is the title track. And it's all about black holes.
Yeah.
That feeling of crossing a point of no return, it's thrilling, but also kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the genre, space trap pop, isn't just a label. They're using the sound itself to portray space-time distortion.
Okay, hang on. Space-time distortion through sound. How does that actually work? What makes it sound distorted beyond just, a cool beat? Because that's where it gets really interesting.
That's a great question. It's subtle. The sources mention things like micro-pitch shifts in the synths, tiny variations that make it feel wobbly.
Okay, like things aren't quite stable.
Exactly. And the trap drums, they're deliberately staggered, a bit off-kilter. It creates this pull, this sense of disorientation.
So it's less sci-fi sound effects, more messing with your perception through rhythm and pitch.
Precisely. It's about making you feel that irreversible pull, that unease. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What's our point of no return in life?
Definitely food for thought. Wow. Okay, so after that kind of intense, disorienting track, where do we go next? Track 3. Supernova. Now this sounds like pure energy. The sources call it their most powerful energy track yet, a 128 BPM festival EDM.
Yeah, this was built for huge crowds, big stages. It's channeling the raw power of an exploding star.
Visually spectacular, obviously, but what's the meaning behind the explosion in the album's story?
Well, it's interesting. It's less about the death of the star and more about rebirth.
Rebirth. Okay.
Yeah, it's celebrating the creation that comes from that massive energy release. So those huge addictive drops in the music, they're like punctuation marks for a cosmic reset.
So immense power leading to new possibilities. That's a positive spin on a cosmic catastrophe.
Exactly. It's quite hopeful, actually, wrapped in all that energy.
All right, now skipping ahead slightly, track 5 takes a different turn, doesn't it? More mysterious.
Mm-hmm. Track 5, Dark Matter. This one's fascinating. The concept is about an invisible, powerful attraction, like dark matter itself. You know, the stuff that supposedly makes up, what, 75% of the universe?
Yeah.
But we can't see it. It's just there, pulling things together.
Okay, that's a cool concept, and the music reflects that invisibility somehow. It's dark R&B and trap.
Yeah. It gives it this seductive, mysterious vibe. The sources point out it's definitely showing a more mature, maybe even sensual side of the group, aimed at an older audience, perhaps.
So how does dark R&B convey invisible attraction? Is it just moody vocals?
It's more in the production, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of bright melodies, you get these really deep, resonant bass lines you kind of feel.
Physical.
Yeah, and sparse, echoing vocal samples. Creates a sense of space, but a space that has presence. The trap beat is subtle, like a pulse pulling you in quietly.
So it's about the feeling, the undercurrent, not the obvious hook, like the concept itself. Clever.
Very. It's about what you sense, rather than what's right in front of you.
Okay, very cool. Let's move to the other title track. This one's about connection, right? Bringing it back to something more human. Track 6, Satellite, co-title track. Concept, eternal connection, like satellites locked in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And the genre is listed as retro future funk. That sounds fun. 80s synthwave meets modern trap. How does that sound convey connection?
Well, the retro synthwave part brings in that feeling of nostalgia, maybe timelessness, like something enduring.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And the modern trap beats keep it grounded, current. So the fusion itself mirrors a connection that lasts, but also stays relevant, evolves.
Ah, that makes sense.
And the sources really emphasize this track as a metaphor for their bond with their fans. That idea of a constant orbit, always connected, never drifting apart.
That's a really strong image. A constant, reliable presence for each other. Very dedicated.
Extremely. Feels very personal.
Following that theme, the next track seems to double down on the fan connection, tying the whole trilogy together.
Yes. Track 7, Aurora. This is explicitly called out as a special dedication to the fans. They're seen as this beautiful aurora, viewed from space. And the music is orchestral pop, which gives it that emotional weight.
Orchestral pop, okay.
Yeah.
Big feelings.
And I saw something about lyrical callbacks. That sounds like a real treat for longtime fans.
Oh, definitely. It apparently weaves in melodies and lyrical hints from Horizon on the first album.
Their debut, yeah.
And Northern Lights from the second album. It's like saying you've been here the whole time. It's a very direct thank you for the entire journey.
That's incredibly thoughtful. And then there's a children's choir.
Yeah.
How does that fit in?
That adds another layer entirely. It brings this sense of purity, innocence, maybe hope for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Combined with the callbacks, it's not just gratitude for the past. It's like acknowledging the shared growth and looking forward. The choir suggests this bond is timeless, almost like a legacy. It really elevates the emotion. Wow. Okay. That sounds really powerful. Which brings us then to the grand finale, track 8, Home. The sources describe this as the ultimate masterpiece. Nearly 5 minutes long, progressive, with a 5-act structure. That sounds ambitious.
It really does. It's positioned as a whole narrative arc in one track.
So what are these 5 acts? What story does it tell?
Okay, so it starts with drifting in space, that sense of being lost, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then the discovery of Earth from a distance, that moment of recognition.
Right.
Then the intensity builds with re-entry, followed by the relief and emotion of landing. And finally, the 5th act is about a new beginning, looking around with fresh eyes.
A complete journey home.
Exactly. And the core message, the big realization they land on is, after seeing everything out there in the cosmos, the most shining place was always here with you.
With the fans. Wow.
Mm-hmm. The fans are explicitly named as their home. It ties everything together. All the exploration leads back to that connection.
That's incredibly powerful. It really brings the whole trilogy message home, literally.
It does. And it connects directly back to that summary they provided. Emerged from the ground, reached altitude, touched the cosmos.
Now we're home, but we'll fly.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a perfect loop. Growth, exploration, return, but with the promise of more.
Precisely. It acknowledges the whole journey, but grounds it in what matters most.
And that final album message. The journey never ends, See you in the next dimension. It's not really an ending, is it? It's like opening another door.
Not at all. It leaves you hanging in a good way. It promises more exploration to come.
Hmm.
So if we boil down the message of Cosmos, and maybe the whole trilogy, it seems to be that, yes, the universe is vast and amazing, but true meaning, real connection, the feeling of home that's found with the people who are on the journey with you.
Right. It's not about the destination being out there, but finding the value in the here with us.
Exactly. Discovery isn't just about finding new places, but maybe rediscovering the value of where you belong. It's a really beautiful balance, isn't it? Pushing boundaries, always growing, but also understanding the importance of your roots, your connections. So, what does this all mean for you listening? It's maybe a chance to think about your own journeys, right? Your own explorations, big or small. When you venture out, when you experience new things, what does home mean when you come back? Or maybe while you're still out there, what connections ground you?
Yeah, and perhaps the biggest discoveries aren't just about how far you travel outwards, but about what you realize you truly value, what you choose to bring back or return to when you make that journey home. Something profound in that.
That really is a thought to sit with. What do we truly value when we come back?
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into NANDA BOYS Cosmos. We really hope this conversation gave you some new perspectives on the album and the whole Sky Trilogy.
Definitely dive into the music itself if you haven't.
Absolutely. Immerse yourself in that journey. Remember, learning and discovering, it's always ongoing. There's always more to uncover. We look forward to exploring the next dimension with you soon.